I said, because him and Tim had words.
They had words. Yeah.
They didn't like each other. He said it's not gonna work because Callahan really don't know what he's doing. He said that offense ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna work.
Was he right?
He was right. I was like, well, what if he changes something? He said Callahan is stubborn. He ain't gonna change nothing. I said, okay. So now Callahan is over in Washington now.
True.
So that's my Tim Brown story.
Wow.
So got a couple of Hall of Famers that I know in there.
So in this Hall of Fame class, do you see anyone that you disagree with being in the Hall, or do you agree with all 8 selections?
Well, I agree with Ron Wolf. I think they put Junior Seau in for one because he passed away. He committed suicide. But I think 2 is because of his longevity in the league. Okay, did he make that much of an impact?
Junior Seau was a Pro Bowl. He was a Hall of Fame linebacker. Yeah, I think he was.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was asking. Did he make that much of an impact? He
made an impact. You have to prepare games for him.
Yeah. Will Shields. Yeah, I would say that because I think his longevity with him. He had 14 seasons. That's a long time. That is a long 224 game career. That's a long time. Named NFL All-Decade Team in the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Selected the first team All Pro 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Played 12 straight Super Bowls. Yeah, okay. I don't necessarily see any problems with this list. I really don't. If I would see one problem, if I'd see anything, it would probably be Jerome Bettis. But what running back would you put over Jerome Bettis?
I couldn't see any. Right.
I would have seen a problem had they elected Terrell Davis over Jerome Bettis.
Oh.
I would have seen the problem then.
Is he a Hall of Fame running back?
I don't think so.
He was in the league only 7 or 8 years.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because he's being considered.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think he's. You got one good season when you rushed for 2,000 yards. That's it.
And he won 2 Super Bowls.
But it was the team that won 2 Super Bowls. See, you got to get that whole thing about who won 2 Super Bowls. Now, it's the team. Yes, he was a catalyst for it, but just because and let's talk about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Does a Super Bowl automatically get you into the Hall of Fame?
No.
It shouldn't. Eli Manning, is he a Hall of Fame quarterback? No.
Not at this point.
But he got 2 Super Bowl rings.
Right.
But he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback.
At this point, no.
Are you scared of him when he comes to your stadium?
No.
No.
Because he's prone to the interception a lot.
Yeah, he don't light you up.
And now I always throw my favorite, Jim Plunkett, 2 Super Bowl championships, both with the Oakland Raiders. He's not in the Super Bowl.
Not in the Hall of Fame.
And he started.
Yeah, he didn't go to
both
Super Bowl.
teams.
Yeah, so he went to both, and he was MVP of I think both Super Bowls.
I wouldn't know that. I would have to
but
research
still,
that.
He's not in the Hall.
Okay.
So a ring don't necessarily because if that's the case, then I'm gonna go back to my favorite, Trent Dilfer. Put him in the Hall. Put him in the Hall, and then take Dan Marino out.
Would you rather take Dan Marino out?
Nah, you don't take Dan Marino out.
That's what I thought.
But if you're gonna do that, take Dan Fouts out too.
Dan Fouts. I don't know.
No,
he hasn't won a Super Bowl either.
Ain't never been.
And that's my issue with that. Okay, I'm not going into that. Dan Fouts in the Hall of Fame with no Super Bowls, but Jim Plunkett has 2. And he's not in the Hall of Fame.
But that's Hall of Fame people's problem. Remember, Jim Plunkett played with the Raiders. Okay, that's bad boy over there. All this is bias. All this stuff is biased. Everybody, look at the Cowboys. If the Cowboys had won they went to 5 Super Bowls in the 70s. Had they won the same amount of Super Bowls that the Pittsburgh Steelers won, you'd have more Cowboys in the Super Bowl than you have Steelers.
Drew Pearson
would have been in the Super Bowl. Drew Pearson's numbers are better than Lynn Swann's numbers. Drew Pearson was an every down receiver. Lynn Swann only showed up in the big games, but Drew Pearson showed up in the big games also.
Do you think Drew Pearson will ever be in the Hall of Fame?
No. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell you why. Because the Hall of Fame is looking at, if he's not in his own Ring of Honor, how can we going to put him in the Hall of Fame?
True.
Now, why is he not in the Ring of Honor? He's not in the Ring of Honor? No. Now, why is he not in the Ring of Honor? Because I think he owns the name. Jerry Jones ain't gonna put you in if he wants the name.
On what name?
The Ring of Honor.
I got a problem with that.
Yeah,
Drew Pearson should be in the Ring of Honor at least.
He should be.
Wow.
He should be in the ring.
Darren Woodson, his name's being come up for next year's Hall of Fame. What are your thoughts on him?
Safeties for me are interesting. Yes, Darren Woodson was a good safety, but did he do enough? Was he a running lot type safety?
No.
No. Was he like a John Lynch type safety? No.
Kind of, sort of, but not really.
No. What he did was he managed that defense. That's what he did. And he managed it great. He managed it real good. And you saw the drop-off when he left and you leave.
I was getting ready to bring that up.
And you leave Roy Williams out there. But Roy, you seemed like he was dumb as rocks, too. Hope we ain't got a Roy Williams fans in here.
Oh, okay. I mean, that was a huge drop-off when Woodson retired. It was a huge drop-off. And we still ain't found a replacement.
No, you're not.
Since he retired.
And you still been looking for one. I mean, but does that make you... I think Darren Woodson was a product of the defense that was set up. He was a product of the defense that was set up, and he ran it well.
Mm-hmm.
He ran it very, very well. The issue is he a Hall of Famer? It's going to take him some time to get there. He probably will eventually get there, but it'll take some time. I think it'll take him I think it'll take some time to get there.
I see you posting on Twitter about DeMarco Murray, which I guess we'll talk about that. Is he worth the money that he's probably going to want anyway? But I guess we'll talk about that later.
DeMarco Murray?
Is he worth?
His issue is going to be Adrian Peterson.
Why is that?
Because the Cowboys are really going after Adrian Peterson.
How do you know?
Who you think I am?
You the bench for him.
For a reason.
But how you know they're really going after him? How you know they really want him in the first place?
Okay, let me ask you.
Is Murray a better, if he resigns, are you saying the Cowboys are making a mistake?
No. They won't make a mistake if they resign him or not. I mean, you.
Okay, that's where I was going with that.
No. You're okay with either Murray or Peterson.
Okay.
I'm saying that. I don't care about Peterson 10 years down the road. I care about what's going on now.
So is the Cowboys a better football team with Peterson than they are Murray?
Man, if you put Peterson behind this line, we talking about 2,500 yards. Easy. Come on now, you can't.
Are you looking at the right now, or are you looking at the longevity, the 3-year difference, 3.5 year age difference between Murray and Peterson?
Let me tell you about
now.
Age. Let me tell you about age real quick. Murray is 30, right?
No, Murray's 26.
Not Murray, but
Peterson is 30.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about age real quick. You got a year off, so let's take that back. Now you're back to 29. Okay.
Can you really go backwards?
I mean, I'm saying mentally,
because
you like
the last time I checked, when your tires get bald, it get bald. If it's sitting in the garage, it's gonna stay bald.
But here's the deal, though.
Even after a year.
But here's the deal.
When you roll the truck out there,
the tires were never bald.
The tires are still bald until you change them.
No, he just got changed tires. The problem is he ran over a kid, so they had to sit him.
I ain't bringing that up. I'm talking about right now.
I'm saying right now, Peterson's tires are not bald. He got traction on them.
I'm not saying they're bald, but they're on their way.
All right, your top 3 running backs right now were who?
Right now?
Yes. Marshawn Lynch.
He wasn't even on my list.
Okay, give me your top 3 on your list. Jamal Charles.
He's one.
Okay.
Adrian Peterson. And DeMarco Murray.
Okay.
The outsiders are Arian Foster and Marshawn Lynch.
Forget the outsiders because we can't get the outsiders.
Okay, I'm just giving you consideration.
Okay. Now, who would you take with Dallas's line?
Mm-hmm.
Peterson, DeMarco Murray. Who would you take?
In terms of right now, Adrian Peterson.
No, in terms of next year. Yeah, right now.
I'm just saying Adrian Peterson in terms of longevity. If you want to get more for your money,
but you're not going to have Tony Romo for longevity.
He said he's going to play the 40.
Okay, I got 4 years out of Adrian Peterson easy. And look at the line he's running behind. Look, when Adrian Peterson
If
was in
Tony
Minnesota,
Romo retires at 39, Peterson will be 33.
doesn't matter. I got a Super Bowl.
And DeMarco Murray still won't turn 30.
Yeah, and DeMarco Murray is still going to fumble the ball unless we deflate his.
The fumbling issue.
That's a huge issue.
That's,
If DeMarco Murray does not fumble in Green Bay, guess what happens? Touchdown. Am I correct? The Green Bay, yeah. If he don't fumble, that's touchdown.
Where Bennett stripped Murray.
Yeah, touchdown.
I don't see Adrian Peterson fumbling that ball at all.
And I don't see Adrian Peterson getting caught.
True.
DeMarco Murray gets caught.
Because he's not as quick.
He's not as quick. He's not as fast.
He's not a speedster.
Right. So he gets caught. And you got one good year out. I get one good year out of you. What about the other years you stayed hurt? You got three things. If I'm doing a contract, I got three things against you right now.
Now, Adrian Peterson broke his collarbone twice, and he messed up his knee really bad. He was as often injured as Murray, but he bounced back.
Played the full season. He still came back.
Right.
Played the full season, gaining yards after yards after yards.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 10,000 yards now. How long has he been in the league? What, 6 years, 7 years?
7.
7 years. You're already at 10,000.
Okay.
And you put him, and he's playing with a sorry team. Minnesota ain't got no quarterback.
I really don't.
They ain't got no wide receivers.
Bridgewater is not something you get excited about.
I don't know. Give me a full season.
Bridgewater almost played a full season.
Yeah, but still though, that's all you got is Bridgewater. That's it. And Adrian Peterson does not want to go back to Minnesota. He said that. He said, I think it's better we all go our separate ways.
They still haven't. And they still got him up on a contract.
They do. But
if they don't get rid of him, he might. What are the chances he might hold out?
I don't think he'll hold out because he already held out for the full year.
Okay, that's true.
So he ain't going to hold out.
He's hungry for the football field right about now.
Yeah, he's hungry for the field.
But we'll wait until April 15th. That's when he's eligible to come back in the NFL and we'll just see what happens. Right now, he can't do anything.
He can't do nothing.
But when April 15th get here,
he'll be able to make some noise.
He'll be up on a contract with Minnesota.
And let's see what they do. If I'm Dallas and you really want, if I'm Dallas and you really want Adrian Peterson, you got to make a decision about DeMarco Murray
before April 15th.
Yeah, that's March 1st. You're gonna make that because free agency starts March 1st.
Okay.
So then you make a decision then. Then if you decide, okay, I can get Adrian Peterson, guess what I'm doing? DeMarco, won't you go to Minnesota?
Will Marshawn Lynch's contract status affect Murray's?
It shouldn't. Because your issue right now is you have Adrian Peterson who's making like $15 million. Then you got right under him Jamal Charles who's making like $9 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Marshawn Lynch is at 7. He might have some issues with the reason why he went silent this year with the media because he might not like Seattle no way. And given the fact that they didn't run him,
they offered him a contract. We got to see what happens with that, but I don't know.
If he wanted it, he'd take it right then and there.
Are you in favor of the Cowboys re-signing Murray?
Yeah, like I said, I don't care. Re-sign Murray, or if you don't, you better get paid Peterson.
If you want to contend for the Super Bowl next year.
Exactly. You do one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I think Peterson's a better back.
Do you restructure Tony Romo's contract?
Yeah, you can, because he ain't going to finish that contract nowhere. He's not going to finish that contract. You got room. They could put like $45 million in the bag right now.
Do you cut Brandon Carr to save $7 million? If he don't take a hometown discount.
No, because who you going to put behind him?
Because if they cut him, they save $7 million.
He's still a solid. He's due
$7, close to $8 million next year, and Jerry Jones is not going to pay him that.
I mean, but what else you going to do?
He's going to approach him and ask for him to play for lesser money.
And if he does, then see, like I said, the Cowboys can restructure to get about $45 million under the cap and do what they want to do. They can go get Dez at 18 because it's going to take about 18 to keep Dez.
With guaranteed money?
Yeah. I told you I'd do about 20, 25 guaranteed. It's going to take about 18 to get him. It's going to take about 9 to keep DeMarco Murray.
$9 million.
Mm-hmm.